again. But there's going to be a time, and then you have to give that there is going to be a time. So first, the first part of the year, you're putting your attention on everything that you weren't involved in and you weren't given enough attention. And then the next part, right after that, you're going to feel it and it's going to hit you. That stagnation, that big wall, that heaviness, and you're going to go through it. But when you're going through it, do not resist it. Kind of accept it, and then go through that motion, because we have to go through certain feelings, and our feelings are important, and we have to feel everything. This is part of this experience. You have to feel everything. You don't get a pass for this or that. You're going to feel it no matter what, in different ways. So I would say go through it, feel it all, accept it, and believe inside of you that actually you are, the opportunity is coming, because it is coming at the end. It's just going to take time, but it's coming, and it's going to be good, and you're going to like it.
And just to follow up on the beginning. So the words I got was, well, you had a contest going on between what you really wanted to do and what you did that forced you to go deeper. And as they said, change.
Nice.
I love it. It always ties in all together, right?
Yeah, and I picked with the permission of Michelle Marie, I picked the karma card for Uranus, which Uranus in astrology is all about. When you wake up in the morning, are you excited about it? Or do you feel like your life is exciting and bringing newness to you, or do you feel like it's the same old, same old? So Uranus helps you bring newness into your life, and if you don't, and if you resist it, Uranus helps you bring newness into your life the way you don't want it to. So it's, I guess that's why I got good. That was,
yeah, because he's welcoming the change.
yeah. So things are good.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so true that all the readings are all the same.
Because we're all connected.
Consistency, the mark of the professional.
Hi,
Hey,
Barrett.
Barrett.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Barrett, you're the number 2 question. I mean 3. I mean, I don't want to count Gio's questions. That was just Agent's question.
So it's
Well,
It's like
my question is, am I going to be able to successfully kick this habit and move on with my life? It's basically something from my past that's been with me for decades.
Okay, kick the habit. And
Yes,
move on.
you definitely can.
Yes.
Wow, sun card.
Well, Barrett knows the tarot, so
Yeah.
that's the big yes, not a little yes.
You know,
That's
you're
cool.
not exactly dealing with people who've never kicked anything. So we know it's hard, but we also know that you can do it.
What do you have to add,
I
Mama?
got the clouds. It's gonna be an
Can you
issue.
hold
It's
it
gonna
close,
be-
because this is your deck, right? We want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't show before because I had a whole line, and for me to show,
Yeah.
I had a whole thing going on.
Well, your cards are beautiful because I've seen them. I know.
Thank you. So I got first the clouds, and the clouds talk about like some difficulties, and maybe you're gonna go back and forth, and then you're gonna probably move ahead a little bit, and then feel like you did it, and then you're gonna go backward again, and then so it's gonna be like a little back and forth here going on. And then so please do not get discouraged. Keep the courage and keep trying on what you want, on your goal. Focus on your goal, because right after that cloud, I got the bouquet, and the bouquet is a yes, and it's a positive card, and it's a yes, and it's
And I'm getting married, so it's perfect.
That is perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just to reiterate, Barrett, certainly there's been a delay in what you've been focusing on, and I just put these 2 words together because I think it's a statement, which is to analyze the details, and in the details is the truth. And I do also believe you'll get through this, because when you asked, I said yes.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You can do it, Barrett.
Yeah.
Thanks. I feel like it's going to bring me to the next level. So
Well, that's just it. You know, when you're in it, you don't know what it's going to be, the change, but it's so positive. And then, later on, when you dream that you're doing it again, it's like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. Once you get out of it.
We wish you success, Barrett.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is the Rana George Lenormand, because somebody was asking what's the name of my deck. So
Yeah.
this
It's
is
called the
Rana
George Lenormand. right,
Can you
Lenormand, right.
Can you explain the difference between a tarot deck and a Lenormand deck? Because a lot of people don't know.
So the tarot gets into a big scale of everything, what's going on, gets into the psychology of things. The Lenormand can do that, but what's cool about Lenormand is actually your day-to-day, everyday kind of practical, that gossip deck that kind of tell you like super details. It tells you like, you know, is he, let's say, my next lover, you know, can you describe? And it can tell you like, oh, he has red hair with brown eyes, or so it has like very, very straightforward, very direct kind of, it gives you like, yeah, like for example, my son would use it. Am I gonna, did I finish for my test right now? Can I go to sleep, or am I gonna get an A? And I would tell you no. And then he's like, what am I missing? And it would tell you exactly where does he need to actually focus on. And he'd be like, oh yes, oh my God. And then he would go, and I'm like, okay, can I go to sleep now? And I will tell you, okay. So it's like a conversation, and it's like having a conversation with a friend. But I think I love that, to work them together. And
Yeah.
they're like, I always say it's like the pot and the lid, because the tarot has the pot and has all the, why is he treating me this way? Because he has issues with his mother, and his psychologically, his childhood was, this is what would the tarot tell you? But then the Lenormand would come over and tell you, well, also he is talking to 3 other girls. So it would tell you literally about what's going on in this. And then the tarot would tell you like the deep issue and then the other issue. So they work perfect together.
Oh, thanks
Wow.
for explaining that. Now, do you
That's
give
great.
classes? Do you give classes in those kind of?
I give
Okay.
classes. I go to conferences around the world. I give online classes. I have right now a few online classes going on that are, I have a very close mentorship classes that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And so, yeah. And if
You
you
think-
follow me, I am on Instagram, Facebook. What else am I on? YouTube. I haven't posted a lot on YouTube though yet, because I'm getting back into everything right now. So I'm always giving tips and giving like examples and about the deck and about a lot of other stuff.
So it's RanaGeorge.com is your website.
RanaGeorge.com is my website. Rana George 1 is on Instagram, and just Rana George on Facebook, and YouTube is just Rana George.
Cool.
I'm gonna get your cards out.
And I want to say something about this show. Amy and I, we've been doing the show for a year, and Jeff, we really got to thank you and Lauren and Harry again. We can't keep our books in the stores.
Wow.
Yeah,
We just found out.
yeah,
We've had like 4 of them go into reprints during the year, and a couple of them twice into reprints.
and Mindful Astrology 3 times. We just found out that Astrology for Wellness is reprinting.
Congratulations.
I mean, I just want to thank everybody out there, especially since now, thanks to Jeffrey figuring out how to do this with Lauren and Harry, that we're streaming out on YouTube. It must be because we have over, well over 1,000 people on YouTube. Are we still going out over Twitch, Jeff?
I believe we're on Twitch, yes, and I believe your friend from Twitch is here too, or was.
Oh, cool.
Ali
The
was
one who comes and tells us everything bad about Twitch.
But yeah, we're
Judith,
on multiple streams, and I believe we're on Raina's Facebook too. So we are sharing the knowledge. If you're watching this and you're not if you're not watching and in with us in Zoom, you lack the ability to ask questions today. So, but you can sign up for the show. You could just go to pulver.com and grab the link, and you can come in. And and if you're enjoying the conversations, this is why our Halloween weekend event is really special, because you have the intimacy, being able to listen, learn, and ask and connect. And so it's going to be a fun opportunity. So it starts off Friday afternoon, and it's Saturday and Sunday, and it's some of the best voices, best minds, best people we've had on the show have been invited, and we're looking forward to this event. And so that's coming up real soon. And our early bird registration is ending on Friday. And in the chat, you'll find links. But if the tickets are available at pulver.com, and we're using Eventbrite for ticketing. And for those of you who have accounts on Rally.io, which if you just go there to get a free account, you can get a discount and buy our ticket as an NFT.
Right, and
With all that-
if you are on Twitch, you can get into Rally without having to have a register again, right? Because Rally and Twitch are somehow connected.
Yes, in fact, if we were, there are lots of tools we can get into that in the future. But yes, it's,
Sorry.
of course, if you're watching us on Twitch, I wonder why that is, because only because I want to learn from it. I want to understand what about Twitch makes it interesting, because we're twitching on Twitch. So, with that all said, Lisa Richards, who's slightly vertically oriented from my screen, but has been here the whole time.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hi. Please, I know you must have a question, so please come forward with your question.
I thought you were an astronaut.
Well, I've got you guys set up on my desk while I'm trying to work. So it's my lunch break right now. So thanks for joining me for lunch.
You're welcome. What's on?
My question is, I just recently got back from Dallas. And during my visit there, I was invited to return for my birthday weekend, which I share with a dear friend from high school. My question is I feel like that's kind of a momentous thing. It is not a mile marker birthday for me, but it is for my friend. And so what am I sort of unlocking by making the choice to go there? And should I prepare a special song to sing for my friend at the party?
You only got one question.
You only got one question. Sorry.
What do you really want to know?
Yeah.
What if I go? What is that going to be like if I go?
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
All right, that's good.
I mean, I heard a yes and no thing when you were talking about it while everyone pulls cards. But I thought maybe that was because of the milestone, non-milestone aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get the passage card, which is like a vacation card, so
Mhm.
you were just there. So, I think it'll be a rest and be peaceful, but I get the shadow card too. So, somehow being with this person, maybe you're going to see another side of them if you haven't seen them in a while.
Sometimes
Mhm.
when you're with people who you've known for a long time, they won't give you permission to be the new person who you are. So that might be what the shadow work is talking about. But of course, I always defer to our guests. So whatever Rana says is right, and I'm probably wrong.
No. I think it just adds. I think we're kind of like
Layering. Yes.
click, So first, I'm gonna show the first card was the crossroad, which is the trip. Then the get together, the gathering, which is the garden. It's talking about the garden. Then it's funny that you mentioned about rest and peaceful, and I got the lilies, and this is patience. Like you have to be very patient, and something is going to take a long time, but this is like where your patience is going to be actually tested. Your patience is going to be tested, and it is imperative. This is a lot. This is so important for you. It's key for you to be patient. This is very important, and this trip is actually important for you to take it. You should go because it's good, even though I'm not done yet, even though there's gonna be a little stress and there's some kind of deception and something that you're not gonna like because of this fox right here, that something is gonna show up, but it is important for you to go through this, and because I got the key. So this is important actually to have that experience, to go on this adventure and do this adventure, because it's gonna change a lot of stuff inside you. So it's good.
Yeah, that's the sense that I get. Like it's kind of a momentous thing,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, but I feel like it's a kind of a big deal.
I pulled 3 times for you, Lisa, trying to see what was going on, because I'm trying to understand. There's the first time I got, because I never really pull the limits card, but it's like limits, trust, and communication. Which to me, that you may have to trust your limits, or understand that if you go, it wasn't about going or not going, but what happens if you do go. And
Right.
so you got to you got to trust your limits and communicate. And then there was this, I just found this combination interesting, which is capable, obstacles, and overwhelm, which goes back to your trip. So yes, you're capable of going, but there's going to be something happening there and maybe overwhelming. And then the last, which I understand now, which was seed, cooperation, and risk. I never pulled 3 sets of cards for anyone, but
I've never
I was-
seen it.
I was intrigued, and for me, it's like you planted the seed to cooperate, but there is that risk again. It keeps on coming up. So I don't know what you're in for. I'm not saying don't go. It seems that you will go. It's just be aware when you go. It's like beware or be aware, and as Monty would say. And so I was looking for clarity on where or why what may happen, but I wish you a successful journey, and I'm sure your friend will be. See, I don't know whether you're. I think, I mean, it's scary to me, but go ahead. It's your journey.
I
Now,
think
that's the key. That's important for me. Whenever the key shows up, it's a very important.
Oh, that's interesting. So
okay.
that's the card that tells you it's an important
I love
thing.
that. So
Yeah.
at least you're more prepared now.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good because you're prepared. Well, like like Amy said, you're prepared, and then when you're prepared into going into something, that gives you a little bit more ammo. So you expect, and then sometimes things happen, and then you know how to react right away.
It's not party, face it.
Yeah, really.
It's about
It's
you
not.
and your relationship with this person. And
Plus, you ask on the day Saturn goes direct, and that Mars and the Sun are conjunct. So Mars and the Sun conjunct means a forceful purpose. So that's like the key in Rana's deck.
forceful purpose. I love that.
Forceful purpose. That's my next book.
By the
Number
way-
57.
The Wild Goddess is officially released tomorrow, and thank you everybody who bought it already.
Yeah, people are getting it. People who pre-ordered it are getting it. We're getting messages from around the world because it's actually coming out in French at the same time. It's coming out in France on Trois Daniel.
I want that version.
The 3 Daniels, I guess.
I want to.
What, one
I
Daniel's
want
not
a
enough?
poser version, French.
Yeah, that's right. When anyone asks us for, may we use our deck?
Hey, Ron and Jacqueline, you're next.
Welcome welcome back to the show.
Good to hear about Zane.
Yeah, he's good. I'm watching. Look at this.
We're watching him we have camera monitors. Like a baby,
This is somebody who was not able to stand up, and he's out there waiting for somebody to bring him food.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
I just would like a card pulled for me for this week.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that you focus. So Lenormand is great for that, right?
You mean for the immediacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the warrioress. I guess you'll
My
have to
favorite.
you'll have to be standing up for yourself and give them hell.
And you got to wear this helmet.
It's a shield, right?
Yeah.
It also means to defend, what you believe in and who you are, who you love, all that good stuff. But, I guess you're going to be challenged to really stand up for yourself.
And
Look out, Ron.
yeah, Ron, you have the ability to conquer your fears and faults and the right to defend who you are, who you love, and what you believe in.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, she don't take any shit from anybody.
I'm working on it. It's like,
Well, you got that card. You just say, "Look, I got the Warriors card," and then just kick their ass.
It's not so easy for empathic people, who want to be healers. But
Unless-
that can be healing too, to tell
Yeah.
somebody off, right?
Right. Welcome to the
Poor Ron.
Sopranos.
It's not you, I don't.
But whatever it says,
Rana, what do you got?
Okay, so first I got the coffin, and then that means stop. That means stop first.
Stop.
You need to stop, take a moment,
that's interesting.
assess. Don't go on impulse. Just take your time. And then I have the moon, which is like connecting with your psyche, connecting with your higher, and actually feeling. This is the empath card for me. and then it's a lot of, you have to like take yourself away from all this confusion, because I got like the cloud here, which is, it's showing that there's you need to actually, when you're inside all this cloud, you make certain decision that, or you might say something that later you would say, oh, I should have said it that way instead of this way. So that's why I need you to take a moment and just, get yourself out of this, see it from the outside, and then go forward, because I got the stork right after that, which is like, go, and it's gonna, this is the level up card. This is the improvement card. This is the going to everything better and elevating. So yeah,
Answered a
what
lot.
Amy and Monty said, but it's just like there's this detail and then poof.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Before you become the warrioress, you got to take a few deep breaths and make sure you're not scattered in any ways. Do everything to center and ground.
That sort of gives good context to these 4 words: reflection, transformation, followed by a happy accident.
Exactly. We're all getting the same thing.
I
Yeah.
know, it's a beautiful thing.
And
Thank
just
you.
remember Sun Tzu's admonition: one who understands, one who defeats others is great. One who defeats themselves is greatest. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
That-
This
that's
is
probably-
very helpful.
That's probably what the Warriors is all about, because if you have aspects of your personality or the way you're conducting yourself in a particular situation and you're not happy about it, the first person you got to deal with is yourself.
Right.
And
Thank you,
that's,
guys. This was really interesting. Very supportive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
that's Ask the Oracles.
And if anyone's on Facebook and wants to join us here, once you register, you can come back every week. It's the same link.
That's through pulver.com,
That's right.
named
Uh-huh.
after the Pulvers.
Robin is joining us, my former neighbor from Great Neck.
Oh, hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Hello, Robin.
Hi, how are you?
We're good.
Great Neck misses you, Jeff.
Uh,
And of
So
course, I
it's
need
the
you
same.
too.
It's less Great Neck now.
Right, definitely. So my question is, I've spoken in the past about my developing a musical inspired by my book, How to Marry a Mensch. We had a very unexpected setback last week. The book writer we had chosen just about 5 months ago dropped out from the project.
oh,
She was having some challenges around the writing and spoke of mental health challenges. So we were blindsided. My question is, what are you seeing at this point? We have to look for a new book writer. Are we going to be successful this time? Is there something we need to do different?
you
Is
just,
there just any insight that you can offer around?
if you had one question to ask, what would it be?
The next step to take with this project?
Yeah, I mean, the next step in terms of finding the right book writer who will do the job and make it work.
What's
Well,
your-
one thing, I got the North Node for my Karma cards, which is the book my first book, and that's have faith in, do not worry about. Now is the time to. So there's no time to waste despairing. There will be another writer, and there will be success and benefit from the other writer.
So that's saying you're definitely going to go forward. And I got the sun that came up before, and that happens a lot in these readings. The same. So the sun is, yes, it shines happy, positive light on what you're asking about. So you are going to have success finding the perfect writer.
Yeah,
Wh-
just
what-
don't worry about it.
What do you have to add, Rana?
Oh my God. So while she was talking, well, as soon as you said the dropped off, the moment you said the word dropped off, when I was shuffling, the sun popped up.
Oh,
And
that's
was
great.
telling me
Wow.
that is actually a good thing. What you're seeing right now as a bad thing is actually a very good thing. This is like a blessing that was dropped in your lap, and you're not seeing that. It's actually a good what's going on. And then so I put it back in and I'm shuffling and and then I pulled while you're asking your question. And then first I get the crossroads, and then the crossroad is talking about going in different direction, going everywhere, and trying to get not only one, don't focus on one, focus on multiple. Stay strong and diligent. And here is the card might see it. It's coming up as kind of nitpicking, kind of like, go into the details, go into every little details and go find the people, and the people you're going to find more than one person, and then go into their details and do a lot of communication. And then at the end, I got
Oh, that's true.
the
Ooh.
sun again.
Oh my God, the sun is right
Wow.
behind
So
her.
when you get
Yes.
this is the sun from my deck, the René Georges Lenormand, and this is the sun shining on. This is a city in Baalbek in Beirut, which is it's called Heliopolis, the sun city. So the sun is all about success and reaching your goal and victory, and it's actually
Right behind her. Good
Wow.
catch,
Yeah.
Michelle Marie.
yeah, and then you get the sun. So
I got the sun, you got the sun, you live with the
Oh, God.
sun.
Wow. So, but just to recap, because now this works, this makes sense to me. There was a flash that actually was a creation of this happy accent that they're telling you about that
Wow.
will lead to your enchantment. So there you go. So
Perfect, because Rana said it was it seemed
Yeah.
like a bad thing. It's going to be a good thing.
it
It's a
turns
happy
out to be what seems to be a bad thing turns out to maybe be a very good thing.
Well, I also think with all that sun energy, the person you settle on is going to be very positive, with very good vibes, and maybe the one you were working with, had more problems than that.
There may
I
be
always-
problems you didn't know about even that just so it was maybe a lot more than what you know. So it just turned out that things shifted now more in your favor.
Well, good luck, Robin, and
Thank
keep-
you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel better.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Wow. Hi, Mary. Welcome back.
Hi, Mary.
Please unmute yourself. There you go.
hello, Mary.
Hi, how are you?
We're
Nice to
good.
see
Nice
you.
to see you.
Nice to see you too. And Rana, it is so nice to see your face. Nobody rocks a red lip like you. Nobody. You look fabulous.
Thank you, Mary.
You're most welcome. Okay, my question is, I have recently, as in yesterday, gotten a request from my sister, who is quite narcissistic and only calls when she needs a favor. And she's trying to coerce me into doing something that I think is unwise, and I'm determined not to do it. She basically conned me into saying yes before she let me know the context.
Okay, you're gonna laugh when I tell you what I'm getting, but go ahead.
Okay, but all I'm asking is, I think I'm correct. My family tells me yes.
What's the question?
The question is, am I right in doing what I'm doing, refusing to do what she's trying to get me to do?
I psychically get, and I will of course defer to everybody else, but I psychically get that actually in this case, it's not a bad thing to do what she's asking you to do. But I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, let's put it that way.
Wait, Rana's going. What do you got?
Rana knows
I got
what,
the same thing as you.
Wow.
Of
I
course,
got the same thing as you. I got clouds, and this is like, which is not a yes card. So no, I think it's not a bad thing for you to do it.
yeah,
And
wow.
I asked and I got the two of hearts. So I think her intentions aren't as bad in this case as maybe they are sometimes.
Yeah, maybe it was like a stop clock is right twice a day. You know,
Yes.
maybe once in her life, she's actually doing
I
something
mean, I
good.
think it's coming from a loving place, if that's possible for you to look at it that way.
You might be looking at the coercion, which I'm very adverse to being coerced into doing something, but
Well-
psychically, I heard it's like, no, I think she should be
Wait,
doing
Mary,
that.
are you an Aquarius?
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
there you go, rebelling against, you're trying to,
Right, if somebody said eat when you're starving, I'm like, are you kidding? Don't you tell me what to do. You know, that's the Aquarian stupidity.
well, what
So
do
we
you
have
got,
to be
Jeff?
aware of that.
Um,
It's
I got, I mean,
danger.
I pulled 3 cards: Council, Sacred Space, and the last one was in fact Trust. So
Wow.
I
Wow,
actually,
big T word.
yeah. So I actually concur with everyone else here that it's a chance to trust her. And maybe she's actually seeking your counsel. I don't even know, but there may be
That's
more
interesting.
to it. But I get the immediate no to protect yourself. I felt when you said that, I understand completely.
Yeah,
But when I saw trust, it's like, no, it was trusting her, not you.
Maybe not so much trusting her as trusting
The moment.
in the divine.
Right. In the divine. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very ugly situation. Very ugly.
It, yeah, this is also what I'm sensing that it actually, there is gonna be, you know, a time where you're gonna feel like, you know, but it's not bad. Do you know what I mean? Like there's things that, I think it's exciting for you, even with the like, some maybe aspect that's gonna be like maybe will drive you a little bit crazy, just a little bit crazy.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually, there's some kind of a reward. There's something rewarding.
Perhaps. I will just keep consulting these and do
Oh,
my
you
best.
got my deck.
Yes, of course. And oh, by the way, Jeff, I won't be doing this particular favor around the 21st of December. So it might not be a catastrophe.
Oh, good.
I haven't forgotten that advice. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
well, the end of December is when the third Saturn-Uranus square happens.
Mhm.
That's why I've been telling everybody to really make your base secure, get as much stuff as you can. If you need whatever, medicines, supplies, food, it's going to be a rough winter. And it'll become apparent at the end of the holidays. It gives me no pleasure to say that, but I got to warn everybody.
Trying to make it easier, so we don't.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Of course. Sean, welcome. Please.
Oh my God, Sean. So great to see you, man.
It is, and I'm sending out prayers to Zane. I think I'm one of his.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been watching him on the patio. He was underneath the barbecue. He's going
I
crazy.
know those prayers work.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Well, yeah, we once were on a cruise with Larry Dossey, who's actually done scientific work about prayer, and it works.
It really does, and also like sending like thoughts, because I have a 13-year-old miniature pinscher, and for 12 years he was in my bed, and last year I was like, you've got to get out of my bed. And then on his own, after a couple of months of just saying that next to him, like in my mind, not to him, like verbally, get out of my bed, he now sleeps with the other dog in their crate. So,
wow.
Yeah, they get it that way.
Yeah, they do.
We used to sleep with Zane in the middle. He had more room than us, and we learned to not move at all during the night.
I know, we sleep like soldiers. You ever see they can sleep like on the edge of a wall?
Sure, you know, like, and they don't care. They don't care,
Right.
you know. So my back is much happier. So we're on vacation now in Nag's Head. They're outside. So the one thing I wanted to follow up, because the last time that we had talked, I had told you about that interview. And so they had one position and then two more coming up. It turned out I was the leading candidate, and then somebody opted to go for an internal candidate, so I didn't get the job. And so I was kind of curious to know what the guides were thinking. Like, you know, am I on the right path, or, you know, should I just, you know, focus on trying to keep my sanity at my full-time job now?
In other words, you want to keep looking or stay where you are? Okay.
Right. Or should I continue with, because that one job was like doing drug education, and supposedly they have two more positions opening up. So I was wondering if I had missed something, or maybe this, you know, or maybe this was just one of those things where you just have to kind of push through and keep applying.
I don't know what we said before, but I get a better answer on staying where you are. Are you like a star where you are? Because I get the star card.
I feel like I'm the bad object and they keep coming at me. That's what I feel like. I love working with the elderly. I don't like the agency. And but the reason why I've stayed is because of my retirement benefits. So
I would stay because, you know, Amy, one of the cards Amy pulled is the Hierophant, which is an old word for the Pope, and it means go by the book. And it would also,
Don't rock the boat.
Right.
You know, stay steady, be conservative.
and I don't think the new job's gonna open up till March. So.
Okay.
So I would not, hop out of one boat into another one because it won't be there.
Do you concur,
okay.
Rana? What do you get?
So in Le Normand, you don't do either or in one question. So I have to do two different because you want like a specific thing. So so I did the first one to stay and see what I get, and then I did the second one to see what would you happen if you. So the first two cards to stay, I got the ring, which is like to stay, and the house also. So both cards are saying stay. It's good. It's stable. The house is comfortable and stable, and the ring is like stay because it's the ring.
Marriage.
And for the other one, I got the mice, and this is a kind of a negative card, and
Mice?
this neutral card here. So I would say I would stay.
All right, because there should be some other opportunities coming up, but it is what it is. I think everybody's feeling irritable at their job anyway. So
We like our jobs here on Ask the Oracles.
well, as soon as I said that, I was like, well, not everybody. But
Well, Sean, maybe it'll change, like Monty said, in the spring. But for now, it says to stay. Do you get that, Jeff?
I got a few things, but I stopped pulling cards because I want to just speak to Sean directly and say that, we can give you advice as far as what to do, but it's really up to you to do what you do. And if you feel like it's time to go, there's a journey for you to experience, which only you will be on. We won't be on that journey with you. And if you feel like you need to change, or for that matter, set yourself up and do something on your own, that's all for you to do, right? So, you may be safer. There may be a safe harbor for you to stay where you're at right now, as opposed to move out. But if you have that burning desire for change, and you feel it and you see it and you own it, then that's something for you to act upon when you feel it's ready. And I don't want to repress that. I don't want us to take away your burning desire to make something happen and change the way you feel, the way things should be. Because I feel that you've been resisting the opportunity rationally, but change happens when we're sometimes irrational in a good way. And I just wanted to encourage you to follow that dream that you have inside and let your light come through you.
I appreciate that, because what I realized was when I did that other interview, I actually felt better. So the fact that I didn't get it was okay. But it is what it is.
I think what you ultimately will realize is that you may be your own best or worst boss. At least when you're the boss, you could fire yourself at times and then do something different. And you could have less hanging over you in terms of certain things, and you could change without having to. You can shift the focus and do what you want to do, and if you're wrong, change it into where and pivot into what's really good for you. And when you have an environment which you're in, you don't have as much flexibility, and I'm being polite. So, but only when you're ready. Please consider that, because I think your light wants to come out of you in a beautiful way.
Well, yeah, a lot of things want to come. So with this pandemic.
Every option is a good option. It's up to you if you're ready to do this, or are you ready to do this, or are you ready to do that? So
God, I love this show.
100%. Yeah.
So do I. My friends were here and then they ran up to go to the grocery store. I was trying to get them involved. So
Well, it's very nice of you. This might be a good time to say that all our free readings come with a money back guarantee. Yeah.
Yes, it's also a good time to remind everybody that it's just about, mostly my oracles, it's just about 1:30 and we have about 11 questions to go.
Oh, so I sense lightning coming up. All right, so quick.
So I'm not saying it has to be that quick, but it's hard to get 10 and a half hour.
We can do it. We can do it.
I just want to say, when Jeffrey's giving you advice about working, he's somebody who's invested in over 450 companies.
This is true.
And so he's seen, you can be writing cases for Harvard, actually. 450, you've seen it all.
One of my businesses did end up as a Stanford Business School case study. That's true.
That's amazing.
And Monty, isn't it like a perfect time to actually take risk right now and invest and go and actually jump? because
Well,
Yes.
I think so.
you
I
said
mean,
about
they're- yeah, and the millennials, I mean, they're actually saying that one of the reasons gold's price is depressed is because the millennials are putting their money in crypto.
yeah.
We're always saying to innovate now. You know, this is the time we've been challenged to do new things, to try new things, to learn new skills. So that's why people are chomping at the bit. You know,
Because of Saturn, I meant, is it because?
No, you're absolutely
Yes.
right. And for everybody here, this is the chart of where everything is right now. And this is this thing that looks, hold on a second. This thing that looks like a cross with a hook on it is Saturn, and it went direct today. So, and usually imagine a train that's been going one direction and all of a sudden it changes direction. So
everything falls off.
everything falls. Saturn in Aquarius, the wavy lines are Aquarius, and it is square to, making a 90-degree angle to the ruling planet of Aquarius, which is this thing that looks like a TV antenna, which is Uranus, and it's in Taurus. Uranus does not like being in Taurus because Taurus is, let's have everything last forever, and Uranus is, if this has gone on too long, let's break it apart. So there's that tension in the air to begin with, and there's been 3 squares. There is 3 squares of Saturn and Uranus. The first one was in February, the next one was in June, and the last one, as I said before, will be about the holidays. And Saturn is still close enough to this thing that looks like Jeff Koons' floating basketball, which is Pluto. And Saturn and Pluto together are what started what harbingered the pandemic, the paradigm change. So we are living in the interesting times of the Chinese curse. And so we all must be prepared, and we must innovate or pay the price.
We'll do everything making your base secure, we say, is making your immune system secure, making your surroundings secure, making your space beautiful and safe, and, you know, be prepared by having enough of everything that you need to do what you have to do.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so the taking risk, do you wait for the Saturn or to be out of retrograde, or do you wait for the Jupiter to come out of retrograde?
Well, when Jupiter comes out of retrograde, we all knew, and we said this on Ask the Oracles, that we knew that the price of Bitcoin was going to go up the minute Jupiter retrograded back into Aquarius.
It sure
and
did.
It's up to 56, I think, today. It went down as low as 39. This is a great time to be a futurist. So we want to run Jeff for president.
Hey, no politics, I thought. No politics, but
there's no politics in our politics anyway. It's all power plays.
We meant president of Ask the Oracles, not of the United States.
Although I think the Oracle Council is a pretty open group, so
that's true. It's the future. That's the future. The equality.
Rhonda, you can run for president since Jeff has declined the nomination.
Wow.
You guys are more than capable for that. You guys are joined, and there's so much responsibility to share.
Yes, the baton has been passed to Ask the Oracles.
I feel like the president kind of is tied a little bit because
yeah, he needs a Lenormand on deck and he needs Ask the Oracles in the other room.
Well, that's so much of the old paradigm, right? We're shifting into the new paradigm, which includes the divine feminine.
Exactly. DR.
Chaos.
Hello.
Welcome.
Well, I guess you're going to be the president. Everyone's passed the buck on this one.
Well, I'd really like to know what's going to happen for the rest of October.
Okay.
My
For you, right?
Yes, please.
Nice to have someone who blasts in with the question. That's nice. Especially during lightning round, right, Lori? Wait, I had a jumper. We have a jumper.
We got a jumper.
Don't jump, you have your whole life ahead of
Actually,
you.
I got the peacemaker. So you're going to be called on to be the peacemaker. You seem like you can handle that.
Hope so.
It's saying it's time to make peace. You'll get much farther on your path through kind acts and words than you will by forcing anything. So keep that in mind.
I just want to point out what an amazing artist my wife is.
Yes, she is. I just got the creativity oracle.
Yeah,
and
thank
they're
you so
lovely.
much.
Oh, thanks for getting that.
Thank you so much. Okay, so this is what it says on the Peacemaker. It is time to make peace. You will get much farther on your path through kind acts and words than you will by forcing things or vengeance.
So
Yes.
only you know what that means. What do you get, Rana?
So I
Not
get
good.
that there's gonna be some problems, some issues. You're gonna be hit with some stuff that is unpleasant, because I got kind of like a few negative cards back to back. I got the Mountain, which is talking about obstacles and challenges. I got the Snake, which talks about trouble and, when things that you have to either maneuver and trying to figure out. I got the Whip, which also talk about like kind of debate and argument and things that you have to go back and argue and to get what you need. And you have to go and you have to like basically fight for things and whatever issue that's going on. You have to actually stand up and say, no, I need this and this is it, and I did this because of this and da 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 da. So there's a lot of these things that's going to happen, but at the end, I got the Anchor, which is this is basically reaching your destination, and by perseverance you will get what you want, but you have to go through these first. So
Yeah, I think it's already started. Yeah, so
It makes sense to you?
it
Of
makes
course.
sense. Yep.
And the jumper was Mercury, by the way, so it's a lot of words, a lot of words.
Communication, yeah.
Okay.
Saying what you want, what Ron was saying.
Oh, just to supplement this non-lightning round, I got direction. I got stuck with your direction because of perfectionism, and so
I have a Virgo ascendant, so okay. Makes sense.
just saying.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Next up on deck is Joyce. My goodness. Hey, Joyce. Good.
Hi.
afternoon. Hi.
hi, Joyce.
Hi.
Family hour.
Yes, it is. And I have everything from Amy.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
I feel like a goddess in Amy's creations,
Oh,
always.
thank you. You're so nice. I love that you wear them all the time.
I do. I try not to wear them to an art show because everyone pays much more attention to Amy's jacket than anything else. I've had people say, "Where did you get that?" And they never ever looked at any of the paintings.
It's so
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, it was funny. I would just like a few cards for my highest good for the next 2 weeks, please.
I don't know why, but I just heard that the 25th of this month is going to be really important for you.
Ooh, okay.
October
I
20th.
think something from Italy, because I get the world card, which is international. So I think either you're going to set something else up or hear about something from being there,
Okay.
or plan something that has to do with that. With travel, long distance.
No brainer for Joyce.
What do you get, Rana?
First, I got the Scythe, which this is telling me you need to be sharp, very decisive, on point, even if you have to be blunt, even if you have to, cut, have your kind of a cutthroat conversation, but you have to, this is very important for you to be very sharp and precise. And even while doing this, you have to stay positive. And that's the Sun. So you have to stay, so you do it and even like bam, but it's still positive, like in a positive way. So, and you stay positive on the inside. So even whatever's going on, and if you get upset, flip it and always, see, okay, so how is that going to be good for me? Even if it hit you. And then, okay, so I need to do this, but it's going to be in a positive way.
That makes sense, Joyce? Do you know
Yes. I think so, yeah.
I hope so. I pulled cards too, but these words. Well, I'll just share. I just willpower, nature, and muse. So I don't know whether you need to have more willpower because you have strong willpower. Nature, maybe nature is your muse. I don't know. Maybe you'll end the month.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, Shelter Island's gorgeous.
Thank
Very
you.
decisive.
Report back to us.
Yeah.
Very
next week.
important to be
Okay, I
decisive.
will. I will. Thank you very much. And love goes out to Zane.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
My friends had a dog who the same exact thing happened during the same time period. Now the dog is okay.
Oh my
It was-
gosh.
Wow.
I'm thinking it's something outside that bit them or
Well,
something.
Saturn is bones. So, then it's when like I said, it's like a train changing direction. There's usually stuff. Saturn is things that last. So bones, teeth, if you ever watch forensic television shows, they're always looking at the bones and the teeth.
And again, it's a lesson to focus on things that are important, which is all about love, and not let any petty crap, interfere with it.
But we're gonna start eating cat food. Because it seems to work.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce.
And now for the lightning round.
Next up, how do you pronounce your name? What's the best?
Ragini? Ragini, is that your name?
Ragini?
Hi, that's Ragini. Yes.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome.
Hi,
Thank
Ragini.
you. That's our first time. Hi.
And what is your question?
Thank you so much, first of all. And I just wanted a guidance as to how the last quarter of this year will be for me.
For the whole year?
The last
The,
quarter.
the third
Last
quarter, yeah,
quarter.
till December,
Okay.
till end of December.
Hard to believe this is the last quarter.
Right.
We got through it, right?
Okay, so I got the Pluto card, which means you have to control the situation or the situation will control you. Anytime you see the planet Pluto, it's funny because I was just writing about that.
I get the Patience card, which is Temperance in the tarot, and then I get the Priestess card from the Wild Goddess. So I think to be aware of being still and quiet and receptive, that you're really kind of honing your intuition and respecting and embracing your intuition now. But to do that, you have to be patient with it and be quiet and cut out anything that's distracting.
Yes,
Only
yes, because,
your peacefulness.
because it feels like, yes, my patience has been tested on too many levels, especially on the family front, on various aspects. So,
What do you
yes, I have a lot of things going on with my extended family and everyone. Like, we stay pretty close, so there's too many things happening. And yes, it requires, it's just giving me all the heebie-jeebies and getting me all anxious. So it requires a lot of,
Then you got to come back in, right, to your center and
yeah, because I'm just really like all over the place suddenly, especially mentally and emotionally, just all over the place. So
Well, you're doing the right thing. You've asked the Oracle Council, and we happen to have a specialist on
call.
On call, Rana George.
I'm so excited, ma'am. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I love your cards and I'm waiting to learn from you.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. So first I got the book, and because we're doing like a general, general, it's not a specific. And like Lenormand, you give me a specific question, I give you a specific answer.
It's more about my family that I want to know. So
I
how
pulled
it's
general.
different for
I didn't
Yes,
pull like
yes,
a
yes.
thing. I pulled
That-
general. So the book, when you're under that contest, is saying basically like, this is not to be vocal, and not to let things go. Just, it's not important. Pick your battles. It's really not important to argue. It's not important to fight, like the opposite of what I said before, So this one is actually, the book is about secrets and in that context. But then, like en general, the general whole thing of the last quarter, I got 3 amazing cards. The first one I got is the sun, then the bouquet, then the clover. So it's all good. It's really all good. So whatever you're worried about, it's really not. It's not important. You're good. So this last quarter is actually really good, and it's
Thank you.
they're
My
together.
God.
Look at that. Look at that. They're all together. You got like this kind of energy. So, just it's your perception and how you treat things. It affects your everything. And then here, just think of it like, this is not important. I'm not going to get involved in this. Let them deal with this. Let them figure this out.
Because there were a lot of things where I wanted to, give my opinion or say things or, put it across. So yeah, it's
Not
just
right now. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Then it-
But right now, it's better for you to just, let it. Yeah.
That's great.
That was great.
I want those cards.
Yeah. Me too.
Good luck, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hey, Jane.
Jane, welcome back. Please.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Rana. I'm so
Hey.
glad to hear that Zane is moving about. I'm so happy to hear that. And Jeff, thanks for your amazing wisdom today. I mean, you're so on point with so many things. I'm slowly in the process of writing my book. Things have changed a little bit, but I'm wondering if I should also, before, in process of writing the book, if I should also revive my blog and start a podcast on things. I'm all into environmental.
Well, psychically, I haven't had as strong a no as that in a long time.
We know with that on.
Yeah, because I mean, as a writer, you got to do the book.
Okay.
You're just making excuses for yourself. I don't know if that's necessarily.
Is that psychic?
I don't know if that's psychic. If that was me, I would be making excuses for myself, because if you got a book, you got to finish it.
Okay. I've had so many people tell me that I need to do something in conjunction with, while writing the book.
No, because then you have the piano hanging over your head the whole time.
There's a duality to it, right? They're the advisors or the people you went to for help about the book. They're thinking how you're going to sell it. What are your channels of distribution? How is you going to build a word of mouth buzz? How are you going to build it? How are you going to grow it? So they're going to tell you that you need your community. And of course, you need to statistically look good in social media, or you're not going to be able to sell anything. So they're actually throwing you the FUD. They're throwing you the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, which is actually casting a shadow on you to get the work done. But if you were to drop that and actually focus on your writing and let your inspiration drive, your words is what's going to drive sales, and you will actually touch people based on what's shared. At that point, you could then backward engineer your communities. But if you let the FUD fill you in, you'll never get this done.
You're right. Thank you.
Easy one.
Rana?
Add a little that you're going to have a breakthrough when you totally focus on the book. You're going to have a big new beginning with approaching it and breaking through.
Yep.
With inspiration.
It'll be hot.
Right.
I
take back everything
I did not get that. I got the opposite of I got the moon, which is the reaching out and the empathic and the actually being in the limelight, and then I got the bear, which is like strong, and then and like do it like strongly, but the bear with the stars, like full force, and the stars just talks about the internet and actually doing broadcasting and
I think that
spreading.
ties into what we're saying. I actually think her broadcasting to the stars happens when she's ready to broadcast to the stars, as opposed to waiting before she has anything written to share with the stars. That's all.
Yeah. So this is the stars are is about literally spreading and broadcasting, and just remember to always keep your sanity, because at the end I got the bet card, and do it comfortably and enjoy doing it. If you're enjoying what you're doing, you're gonna be amazing, and you're gonna I believe you can do both, and this will help you get through this, and I think it's all both. This is my take. This is what I got.
No, you 100%. It just shows how interesting it is, and it's dependent on, it's your deck, so obviously what you say goes. But as an astrologer, the moon was found on the angles by the Gauquelins, this couple that started out to disprove astrology and found statistically the moon was found on the angles like 1,000,000 to 1 for French writers. so the moon to me represents writing, and the other one, the bear to me means hibernate and get your book done.
We're doing our own version.
Yeah,
of it.
but it's your
Yeah,
deck.
but this is and
You
in
don't
Le
tell-
Normand, the moon is not that at all. The moon is different in Le Normand. This is where it differs from tarot to Le Normand. You know, the Le Normand, the moon is about actually
100%,
love, romance.
No,
But I think there's no doubt when you're an author, you have to broadcast what you do and market it. And we do as much as we can, but you have to take the
No.
time to read the book. It's hard to do
I
both.
think you need to focus, like Monty said. Also, I think it's both combined. You know, you got strong on that, and then I got on that. So I think it's both.
Okay.
Okay, we have 10 minutes allegedly left. Wow.
Okay, so as the producers over here, we hope you can maybe choose one or two oracles, and that's
Okay, we all won't answer.
Only one oracle per question.
only because I have a whole bunch of people still waiting. I love you guys.
Dump it all on Rana.
No.
Only kidding. Only kidding.
Hi, Marion.
Oh, hi. I don't know who to choose, so it's not my choice, but.
Don't you worry. You just ask your question.
Okay, wonderful. Would like to know which kind of artwork should I focus on sales this weekend? Should it be my large works, my small works, my jewelry?
Who wants to take it? I mean, I get stuff psychically for every question.
Well, go ahead with.
I mean, I got the large works, but who knows? This is what Amy got.
Well, this is a money card, so
Be
it's
fast.
what you've sold most of before. I got jewelry is
Interesting.
important. So
Well,
maybe
I have sold small jewelry, but not enough to live on. So I've got another show in the vicinity of really super large work that's really awesome.
Well, I like your earrings.
Oh, thanks.
I got what Monty got.
The large work.
The-
We're
the
back.
large work.
We're back in sync.
All right.
Will we actually get some cash, or is this a long-term project?
No, I think the long.
I got the money card,
Yeah,
so
it's good.
focus on what will bring you money if that's the issue.
And if
So
you get the
maybe
money
the lar-
fast, the large ones will bring the most money right away.
What do you get?
No,
Oh,
we're only
sorry.
doing one. Amy.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. It's our pleasure. Sorry about the lightning aspect, but we're
Hey,
just.
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Hi,
Please un-
Susan. How can we help?
Please unmute, though. Please unmute.
There I am. Hi, y'all. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
First, I just wanted a shout out from the last couple of weeks. Y'all have really stirred together some amazing things in my life, and I'll cut to the chase just because of time. But I'm enjoying my pine needle tea, Amy.
Oh,
When I
wow.
took
Awesome.
the bag to my naturopath because I ordered it immediately when you told me. Her eyes popped out of her head. She said, "Where did you get that?" She said, "The naturopaths in China are finding it perfect for recovery from COVID."
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's. That's why we know about
I
it.
know, and it's so simple and beautiful and
it's delicious.
Nature. I know.
It's also useful for getting rid of anything negative associated with the vaccinations.
Wonderful. Well, my body wants 2 cups a day for a long time. So thank you for that tip. And I'd like to, well, first of all, send love to Zane. He's been on my mind too. And I'm sure.
good.
Sweet. Thank you. It's all working.
But we better do the lightning round, or else
Here we
Lauren
go.
will come kick
And
our.
I want to take advantage of Rana's framing of what to do to attract energy. So I'd like to ask, what do I need to do to attract positive energies for support in making successful change?
It's all for Rana, this one.
Yes.
Well, Rana.
All Rana, all the time here on Ask the Oracle. Dead airspace, the anathema. The anathema of
Take
live
3 deep
broadcast.
breaths.
All right. So first I got the heart and the writer, and this is saying like follow your passion, whatever makes you happy. Anything that you feel like listen to your heart. This is so important for you to listen to this right here. if something that makes you a little bit like this, a little bit closed, just, say no, like say no to it. If this, you feel like open, say yes. Even when you're ordering something, let's say you're ordering something online, and just take a deep breath and then feel it. Is it closed or open? So this is very important right here. Whatever you're doing, even ordering a meal, okay? Anything you're doing, because even that, it attracts, it affects, everything is connected and everything affects our life in every way. So even when you're ordering a sandwich, believe it or not. So
no, that's amazing, because the naturopath completely revamped my entire protocol, took me off of almost everything, and I have very limited food. So the last few meals I've been ordering have been very difficult to put together. And thank you for giving me this idea to check whether it's a restrictive feeling or an expansive feeling. Is that yes?
Exactly. And always, I got the moon here, which is like to connect more and to feel with your intuition, and to trust your intuition and trust your gut feeling, and believe yourself more, believe in yourself more. And I got the because your question is actually like really big, so I got the incense burner and the whip, and this is here together is telling me ritual, like do a certain ritual and you have to repeat it. Like just don't do it just for this week, or maybe like a new moon ritual or a full moon ritual. Do it like a consecutive, like let's say if you want to do a new moon ritual, do it for the next 6 months, or a full moon ritual, do it for the next. So you need to be consistent in doing it for a period of time, like repeating it.
Thank you, Rana.
That was great.
That's great advice.
Hi, Amanda. Please unmute.
Hi, thank you, Oracle Council. I would just like to know what I need to know for the next 3 weeks. I'm going to be going through some challenges and hopefully having some fun at the end of the month. And I just want to lightning round it and figure out what do I need to know.
I got the Empress. You know what that means, Amanda. So you got what it takes, and it's gonna help you manifest and deal with it. So meditate on the Empress. She's got it all. Her garden is bountiful. She's abundant. So if you're looking for something to go your way, I think it is going to go your way.
And meditate in nature.
Yes.
I quickly just want to say I got the bouquet, which is this is for me. It's about giving. Yeah. It's a very happy card, but also like keep giving. If somebody's saying, "Oh no, you're doing too much, you're giving too much," no, keep like the Empress. Like what she aimed. Keep what you're true to you. You're a giver, and you like to give more attention, more. So keep doing that. It's important for you to actually to stay true to you and keep. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be fast. You're like lightning anyone.
I just got the impression maybe you want to keep fresh flowers too, just from those two cards. That might be inspiring and beautiful to help.
Very important to keep fresh flowers. Oh my God, I tell that when you look at something beautiful, you attract more beauty.
Yes, so true.
Off to get some flowers today then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Annette. Annette can't open her camera right now, but she can ask the question.
But it's just hideous.
Oh,
it's thank you. I am so excited about the rest of this year. Am I deluding myself?
No, that was easy. I can take that as a psychic. I gotta know you're not deluding yourself.
I think it's going to bring a lot of newness. I get the Ace of Swords.
I'm sorry. Just remember, a lot of people became millionaires during the Depression.
So the Ace of Swords means you have this great new idea, and it means triumph. So I think you're right.
Yeah.
Stay focused, like that one big sword on the Ace of Swords.
Stay focused, unlike your camera.
Well, I'm working on replacing that, so thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I shall no longer feel deluded.
No, you're not deluded.
Cool. Thanks.
Speaking of delusion, here's our producer, Lauren Pulver. Who's the next question?
Rachel.
Hey, cousin Rachel.
Hey.
What's happening, girl?
Are you bundled up in a blanket?
Yeah, it's freezing in here.
Okay, so my answer is pay your heating bill.
Monty, I have to say, we come from such a crazy family.
Oh, do you think?
I have to preface that by saying,
Oh,
Does that have to
really?
do with your question?
no, maybe.
Good.
My question is,
Yeah, Amy dodged that bullet.
well, you're not really a farmer, Amy. You're right.
No, but I'm familiar.
And she's wise enoughly did not change her last name also.
This is a big thing. Yes.
Okay, so what's your question, cousin?
My question is, do I really just like, am I really, I feel like this is a hard thing.
Well, your answer is Germany is really cold, as is Denmark, the two places you're thinking about going to. So don't get rid of your blanket.
Well, Denmark didn't want me, but I want to make sure like I'm on the right path and is there no going back on the whole military thing? Like, am I really just going to be done with it in 6 months? I mean, the reality of everything just sort of hit me this weekend. So I just want to.
This is Jeff's question because I have to recuse myself.
Yes, you are done with the military. What you do next, however, is up to you. And I'm not pulling cards on this. You have your music in you, and you have that light with you. You may not find ironically, the geography that you get accepted into may not be the best geography for you, but do not give up. You have that music to be heard. And I actually think you actually want it out, and you been manifesting that for a long time. This is not a sudden thing. This is just like oh my God, now it's happening. What am I going to do? And so the long-winded short answer is deal with it, because you have talent, and life in the music world, as you know, is very uncertain, but every once in a while, happy accidents happen. And I would stay with your craft and stay with you and keep your light and not give up on yourself, because you're pretty awesome.
Yeah, and don't give up on France for some reason. I hear France. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Hope this helps, Rachel.
Oh my God, it's 2:00.
What should we
I
do?
got the stars, which is
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
Stars. That means you're being guided on the right path, and the stars talks about new path also. So this is you're right on your path. You are right on your new path.
Yes, it is 2:00, but we have Susanna and Donna. So if you can do them, it would be amazing.
Okay. Okay, Susanna, shoot. What's your question? Your muted question. I'm psychic, but I'm not that psychic.
I hear you. I don't know why. She's not muted on the thing, but your mic's not working. We don't hear any audio.
Write it in the chat.
Yeah, maybe you should write it in the chat.
And let's do the other person.
Who's the second person?
Donna.
Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
While Susanna.
I'm okay to pass on my question because I know we're out of time. I'm just so happy to have Monday morning with, I've mentioned this before, the Enchanted Tarot was my first tarot deck, and Rana George's, the Norman was my first. I have her little kiss here. It's always a blessing for me. And I'm just being introduced to Jeff. I wish I could come to your end of October. So I'm okay to pass. I know we're out of time. I'm just happy to spend some time with everyone here.
Well, come back
That's so
again.
sweet.
Thank
I
you.
will.
You'll be the first one.
Thank you.
I mean, that's the thing we love so much about Ask the Oracles is the community, and plus we get a chance to share the best people in the
It's true.
the spiritual
Everyone's
guidance
so
community.
unique. Let's ask. So Suzanne, is it time for me to sell my house? That's all.
No, I hear no, but that's just what I hear.
What do you get, Rana?
I do whatever Rana says.
What her question?
Yeah, about selling her house.
Oh, I was like, I didn't get the question.
No, because her mic's not working, so she typed it into the chat.
What is the question again? Can I?
So is it time for her to sell her house?
That sounds like a real Lenormand question. Jeffrey, isn't it interesting all the different divination and
You got
oracle?
no?
Big no.
Yeah, that's a mother got a big no. So there you go, Susanna. So gosh, everybody, thank you so much. And Rana, you are amazing.
Amazing.
I love learning how your cards work. It's very
Rana, thank you so much.
I
Really.
hope you'll come back and visit us one time.
Oh my God, that's great. That's a beautiful cover. Oh, that's beautiful.
I just want to say that now it's being translated to Chinese. It's coming out in Chinese after Russian and Polish and oh, I'm forgetting one, Portuguese. I'm
Wait,
forgetting.
and what's the title there?
The Essential Lenormand.
Oh, that's
we're gonna
awesome.
I'm gonna get that book. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for everybody.
And you'll have to come. You'll have to come back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Harry. Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for making
everybody.
us feel better after a harrowing week. We'll see
Yeah.
you next week.
Love and light to everyone, particularly to Zane. And hey, if it's Mondays, you know it's time for
Ask the
Oracles.
oracles. 2 thumbs up, or 4 in this case.
Bye, all.
Bye, everybody. That was a great show.